good now? You good? Okay. So as I was setting up my camera and setting up the lights, I had felt a very peculiar sensation of some warmth. In particular, a hand placed on my back, rubbing in a circular motion, just like on my shoulder, my back, just like this. And it clearly felt like someone, an entity of some sort, was placing their hand, rubbing my back as if a gesture of comfort. I don't know per se what that means. I did not get a strange, spooky feeling about it. Actually, it felt quite neutral. And I experienced it quite an interesting time because my mind was not even focused on this. Usually I script out what I'm going to be talking about and I know exactly what I'm going to be saying. But when this popped up, I just decided, hey, might as well talk about this because this is something really bizarre. And it's cool because, as you all know, I thoroughly enjoy supernatural and the unseen. Now, in my eyes, the term supernatural, the occult, the unseen, the unmanifested, basically means to me is science that is beyond our comprehension. It is just yet to be explained. And in my eyes, for some people to brush it off as some hocus pocus, it's kind of close-minded because it's based not off of any well thought out understanding or properly backed data. Because if you really think about it, our bodies can only perceive so much regarding our sense of sight, sound, taste, smell, and touch. And some people say, there's another sense roaming around. Think of it as such as the light spectrum could be described as this type of light, from the lowest wavelengths all the way to the highest wavelengths. Pretend that it amasses to this much, just so our minds can comprehend it. Our bodies, our known perception can only amass this tiny bit of this much. So who's to say that we actually know what's going on around us, let alone what's going on within us? I'm just waiting for that feeling to come back again. Nothing. So for bodybuilding, you don't necessarily have to lift massive amounts of weight to be able to build muscle. The one thing I found out the hard way, primarily on time under tension rather than counting the reps per se, as well as putting a maximum amount of effort into your workouts, you are bound to show results. For the workouts that I do at home, I only get by with using 35s and 40s, as well as my pull-up bar. Now, I normally don't use my ab roller. The workouts that I'm typically doing, you need a fairly strong core anyway. And during my years of exercising and fitness, I've always used one form of an ab roller, which was my skateboard. I just started using these quite recently. After that pump, man. Actually, I'm not, it's all right. It's not too bad. But with the triceps, there's 3 heads. And so I try not to overcomplicate everything. Common sense says that Since there's 3 muscle groups that make up the tricep head, I would imagine that you'd have to work the triceps as a whole a lot more, at least twice as much as you would for the biceps. But having that, doing that workout fills it up pretty nice. But the frustrating part about waking up in the morning is that you know what your body looks like when it's pumped, but in the morning it's just, you feel flat and like, man, all the work that I've been doing just feels like it just goes to waste. It's funny, now that I think about it, I think I may be developing like a really minor form of bigorexia. If you guys don't know what that is, I'll pop up the definition right here. I don't see it to be very, very healthy in a way. I do tend to go extreme in terms of me working out. I really put the time and the effort into getting my workouts as best as I can with the ability that I have. Although I am satisfied with the way my physique looks, I can't help but to compare myself to other people. I'm looking around like, man, I wish I could be as big as them, but obviously my body structure is not able to support their type. So in my mind, as long as I'm doing better than what I did yesterday, all I can really compete with is myself. And today, I've been wanting to learn this trick for a while. I can do it into slides, particularly backside tail slides, which is strange because I can't do backside tail slides on its own consistently, but I can flip into slides. It's weird. But anyway, I'm gonna learn nollie backside flips today. Here comes the cops. All right. This happens way too often. It just does not want to happen for some reason. There's always another day. Always another day.